Brady house. The exterior of the house was used for the establishing shots on the show, and the inside of the house was not here. The show was filmed on the Paramount lot. In 2018, HGTV purchased the house and turned the inside into an exact replica of the show. I'll show you around the house. Come with me. flashlight from the 60s, and it has a little UFO cutout that Greg used on the show when he was trying to scare the girls. Another thing I love in this room is the tiki that Barry Williams gave me, and he autographed the back. Also, Christopher Knight signed the vase, oh no, don't play ball in the house, and Cindy Brady or Susan Olsen signed the silver platter. Room, and there was an episode when Marcia has a sleepover and the boys put itching powder in the sleeping bags. One of the guests at the party, Marcia's friend, she called her and invited her to come later, and that girl was Hope Schwartz, who is Sherwood Schwartz's daughter, who played that role, and she came into the episode late carrying a sleeping bag, and this is the sleeping bag that Hope Schwartz carried, and it's the exact one that she had on the show. So I thought that was really cool that she donated it here, and it's a really big deal to have something from the show. lot of cool stuff in the boys' room. My personal favorite thing is the newspaper clipping from the Boy Hero episode when he saves a girl named Tina who almost gets crushed by a shelf at Driscoll's toy shop. And I love that because my name's Tina. So that's why I like that, and I think it's really cool that there's a newspaper clipping about it. Thanks so much for coming. I had a fun time showing you around.